Will Tesla and Apple ever be able to work together? Because of its amazing inventions, Tesla is now one of the most well-known tech companies. Apple, on the other hand, is nearly at the same level, especially when the corporation revealed that its own electric car would be released soon. Hello and welcome back to TechSphere, guys. Today we are going to talk about Apple and Tesla's interest in working together. Apple has been aggressively pursuing new technologies in potential growth sectors for the past 18 months, purportedly orchestrating closed-door meetings with Elon Musk, the nation's top electric car producer, as well as attempting to develop technology that would assist anticipate heart attacks. According to sources, Apple's merger and acquisitions chief Adrian Perica met with Tesla CEO Elon Musk in Cupertino last spring about the same time that German analyst Adnaan Ahmad caused a stir-up by penning an open letter to Apple CEO Tim Cook, suggesting he look into purchasing the electric automotive startup. I know this is radical and potentially transformative, but this would radically alter Apple's growth profit, Ahmad wrote at the time. In Elon Musk, you should strike up a partnership and obtain a new iconic partner to lead Apple's innovation drive. Apple appears to have taken a step forward in the same direction. Musk spoke with Perica and probably Cook at Apple headquarters 6 months before Ahmad's letter, according to the person who spoke on the condition of anonymity to safeguard business connections. While a megadeal has yet to materialize, despite its vast financial reserves, such a high-level discussion between two Silicon Valley behemoths with their top dealmakers implies Apple was highly interested in purchasing the electric car pioneer. Separately, the newspaper claims to have learned that Apple is investing extensively in medical devices, including sensor technology that can help anticipate heart attacks by analyzing the sound blood makes as it travels through arteries. Tomlinson Holman, a prominent audio engineer who pioneered THX and 10.2 surround sound, was apparently hired by Apple in 2011 to give audio direction. Because of this groundbreaking audio work in movies, Holman's involvement in Apple's medical goals is particularly intriguing. Holman pioneered breakthrough THX technology as corporate technical director at Lucasfilm, which continuously produces high-quality sound in movie theaters and homes that most closely matches the original audio mix of film. Apple, on the other hand, is looking at techniques to assess noise turbulence as it relates to blood flow under Holman's leadership. According to the source, the company intends to build software and sensors that can forecast heart attacks by analyzing the sound blood makes as it tries to pass through a clogged artery. Apple's interest in investigating potential in the automotive and healthcare industries is thought to be a part of a larger push to reignite growth beyond Steve Jobs' vision. Apple Inc. and Tesla Inc. have a lot in common, but their products, surprisingly enough, leave a lot to be desired when it comes to how they function together. Design, innovation, technology, and a commanding approach to their ecosystems are all hallmarks of both organizations. Instead of physical controls, Tesla automobiles have a large iPad-like screen, and customers may use their smartphones as a key. It's also steadily progressing towards self-driving cars. As a result, Tesla has been dubbed the Apple of car makers. Elon Musk even tried to sell Tesla to Apple, and Tesla is frequently referred to as the iPhone on wheels by customers. However, for Apple users, owning a Tesla might be an unpleasant experience. Tesla's iPhone software is impressive, allowing owners to unlock their cars, regulate the heat, and manage changing from afar. It's also convenient to be able to use your iPhone as a car key. However, once you're in the automobile, where you really want integration, the compatibility fades away. If you're an Apple enthusiast, you're probably familiar with CarPlay and have an Apple Music subscription. If you own a Tesla, you already know that neither option is available. In a Tesla, you can't access Apple Music through a dedicated app, despite the fact that Spotify does. Instead, you'll have to use Bluetooth to stream. While you may adjust the volume and skip tracks, you won't be able to readily access your complete library or locate playlists like you do in other vehicles. You'll get a list of songs from a current playlist or album at most. It appears that at least some Tesla engineers wanted to get Apple Music functionality up and running as soon as possible. Support for Apple Music has briefly mentioned in Tesla's in-car software in December. Apple and Tesla, on the other hand, have yet to commit to launching the option. CarPlay, and for that matter, Android Auto, are also absent. CarPlay is available in approximately 600 vehicles, according to Apple's website, including models from every major automobile manufacturer. Obviously, this isn't the case. The Tesla Model Y or Model 3 is the best-selling electric vehicle at any given period. Tesla's lack of Apple Music and CarPlay support is due to the carmaker's decision rather than Apple. Outside of the executive section, Teslas are the de facto automobiles of Apple's workplace parking lots, and the Apple employees will want nothing more than to get their Apple Music and CarPlay fix. Apple has been working on its services on any device or car that will accept them, and Tesla integration would be a clear triumph for the company. Apple Music, as well as Android, smart TVs, and speakers from Google, Amazon, and Sonos are already included in the Porsche Taycan. Tesla doesn't want to give up control of its interface, but I don't think CarPlay in a smart window, for example, would detract from the experience. So, what is your take on this matter? Tell us in the comments. If you want to see our upcoming videos, ring the bell icon and don't forget to like our video as well. That's all from my side. Thanks for watching.